Okay, hello guys, welcome to India First. First of all, thanks a lot for 100 subscribers. I hope we will grow together like this in future also. Now, let's come back to our topic. As you can see, today we are going to talk about the history of China. To be honest, the very modern history of China. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Okay, to begin, we have to talk about the Ching Dynasty, which is also known as the Qing Dynasty. This dynasty ruled China from 1644 to 1912. In this period, China looked something like this. So this was the area of China during the Qing Dynasty. Now, in the early 20th century, China saw a revolution, the revolution of 1911, and this was its mastermind, Dr. Sun Yat-sen. He was a medical student studied from USA who overthrew the Qing dynasty in 1911. He had three principles for a good state: nationalism, democracy, and socialism. Now, after the revolution, China was divided into two parts. The southern part was in the control of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, but the northern part was in the control of China's military general, Yuan Shikai. This man had a greed of power. He called Sun Yat-sen and told him to make Kai the president of China. Dr. Sen realized that without the military, China won't sustain longer, and the military was in the hand of Yuan. So he agreed, and Yuan Shikai became the first president of the Republic of China. But he had some other plans. Yuan declared himself as the Emperor of China in 1915 and started executing the members of the KMT party. Dr. Sun Yat-sen had to run away with his life to Japan. But in 1916, Yuan died, and Dr. Sun Yat-sen came back to China. He re-established the Kuomintang party. With the help of USSR, he also established a military. Then he aligned with the Communist Party of China because the CPC also had the backing of USSR. But then Dr. Sun Yat-sen died in 1925. He was succeeded by his military general Chiang KaiShek. Chiang KaiShek united China from the warlord-controlled provinces to a single nation. He was an anti-communist, and as soon as he got the power, he started executing the CPC members from the Kuomintang party. At that time, the CPC leaders decided to leave the mainland China and to settle into the northern part. At that time, they were also indulged into a fight with the Kuomintang party. They walked for 10,000 kilometers north. This was known as the Great Long March in the Chinese history. During that time, Mao Zedong proved his leadership in the CPC, and that's why he became the first president of the People's Republic of China later. In 1931, Japan took over Manchuria. Now look at the map. Japan was controlling Korea and the Formosa Island. The Formosa Island, which is deemed to become Taiwan later. Okay. In 1937, the second Sino-Japanese War started. It was stretched throughout the Second World War. It was so long that even the CPC and KMT, both the parties who were indulged into the fight against each other, came together to fight against Japan. And this is the first symptom of a great nation. Yes, China is our enemy, but I have to say it. At the question of national security, the people of a country, irrespective of their caste, religion, and political opinion, comes together, the country becomes great in the future. Now, during the Sino-Japanese War, the Japanese were mainly targeting the KMT party leaders. because the KMT was the official government of the China. Now, because of this, KMT used scorched earth technique to fight against Japan. This technique was used by Russia against Napoleon Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler. In this technique, the applier moves backward while destroying the fields, water sources and food sources of that land to defeat the enemy with the lack of sources. Now, the people of China were very unhappy with this tactic because they were destroying their own lands. On the other hand, CPC applied the guerrilla fighting tactics. In these tactics, they efficiently killed Japanese soldiers and became famous and popular among the Chinese people. After the World War II and the defeat of Japan in World War II, a great civil war started in China. The Chinese Civil War lasted for 4 years. The Cold War also had its impact on this war. USA tried to mediate between both the parties at the beginning of the war, but both the parties were arrogant. USA took the support of the KMT party because it was democratic, and USSR, as usual, took the support of the Communist Party of China, as their thought process and ideologies match very well. At the end of this war, the CPC won the war, and as a result, KMT was squeezed into the Formosa island, which is now known as Taiwan. Now, both the countries, the People's Republic of China, which is controlled by the CPC, and Taiwan, which is the Republic of China, which is controlled by the KMT party, claims each other land. Now, UN recognizes the People's Republic of China as the mainland China from 1971, and there is no place for Taiwan in the General Assembly of UN. China strengthened this with their One China policy, which confirms that there is only one China in the world, and that is the People's Republic of China, and Taiwan doesn't exist. I hope you guys liked this video. I would like to know your thoughts in the comments. You can follow me on X, Telegram and WhatsApp. Links are in the description. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, Jai Hind.